Do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done, I'll be Our issues run so deep. Now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done, I'll be fun. But we were flames that fell in love. We burned the city's down, down. I thought you learned your lesson. You won't be lonely if you fall in love. Over and over again and again. My mama told me when I was young, we still inspire a sorry son. You won't be lonely if you fall in love. Over and over again and again. I'm living my life according to the law of attraction. It's like skin reaction. I never wanna die. I'm living that life with no direction. I thought you learned your lesson.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Today we've got Crystal Palace Southampton, which is about to start. Now, I was just watching F1, so that's why there was a bit of a delay. The game's about to kick off, so we haven't missed anything, but this should be a good game. I'm expecting Southampton and Crystal Palace to potentially be a really good game with quite a few goals. We've got Zaha starting, which is good to see that he might be staying another season at Crystal Palace. We have Danny Ings on the other team. He looks like he could be having another great season, so it's going to be a good game. I'm just going to start the count up thing. Just ready for this first half. But the game's about to kick off. They're just deciding who takes kickoff, so about 30 seconds until kickoff, I'd say. But if you are new to the channel and you want to see more watchalongs involving these two clubs, hit the subscribe button. We're close to 2k subs, so if we can hit that, that'll be great. But it looks like it is going to be a Southampton kickoff. They're just having a huddle there. Southampton just talking about whatever. I don't even know. Just need to put this on charge, but it is going to be a Southampton kickoff by the looks of it. So Danny Ings or Che Adams, don't know who takes kickoff, but one of them will get this game underway. Just going to get the face cam up and stuff in a second. But yeah, it's going to be Southampton to take the kickoff. They're just going to do the 1 knee thing, so there'll be another like 20 seconds added on to the thing, which they're doing now. And then this game will get underway. So comment your score predictions in the chat. My prediction is going to be a 2-0 Southampton win. I think Danny Ings will get a goal and Che Adams will as well. But the game is underway. We'll start the timer and we can now remove that and get the face count. So this should be a good game. Southampton attacking early on, but Scott Dan clears it. Only as far as Ings, but there is a free kick given in the box, which is taken quickly. But yeah, this is going to be a hard start to the season for Crystal Palace. They have a few main players injured, including Gary Cahill, so they've got a few younger midfielders starting today. Not midfielders, defenders. They have Kouyaté, who's had to move back to centre-back. They have Mitchell, their left-back, because Van Aanholt's injured. So yeah, a few injuries for Crystal Palace, so they are probably going to struggle in this first half of the season, but we'll see how they get on for Southampton. I'm expecting big things for them this season. Obviously, Danny Ings doing very well. 1 goal off the Golden Boot last year. Che Adams had a good end to the season. McCarthy as well. I'm expecting good things from him in goal. Maybe getting like 10 or so clean sheets. I've got him in my fantasy team as well. So hopefully he keeps clean sheet and does well today. I've also got Ings and Cole Walker-Peters also in my fantasy team as 2 players, one being a cheaper option for defence and one being a goal scorer that will probably get a few goals in these type of games, so we'll see how he gets on. The lineup should be in the corner each side of the screen. We got, I'll read them out anyway. The home side, Guaita in goal, Mitchell left back, Scott Dan and Kouyaté centre back, Joel Ward right back, and then McCarthy and MacArthur centre mid, Schlupp on the left mid, Townsend right mid, and Zaha and Ayew striker in a 4-4-2 formation by the looks of it. And then also playing 4-4-2 Southampton with McCarthy in goal, Walker-Peters right back, Bertrand left back, Bednarek and Stevens centre back, Romeu Ward-Prowse in the middle with Smallbone on the right. It'll be interesting to see how he does. Redmond left mid, and then Che Adams and Danny Ings up top with a few decent players on the bench, including Eze, Crystal Palace new player, Batshuayi on loan this season as well. Milivojevic has gone onto the bench with Maya, Sam Woods as well, Martin Kelly and Wayne Hennessy on the bench. And then Fraser Forster back from loan spells at Celtic and stuff, I'm pretty sure, on the bench instead of Angus Gunn. And then they got Vokins, Vestergaard, Genepo, Nathan Teller, Obafemi and Shane Long on the bench. But nothing's really happened in the game. Crystal Palace, I believe, have been just defending at the moment. Southampton have a corner here, so potential first chance of the game. but Southampton look like they've been the better team so far. They're playing in their white away kit, which actually looks quite decent, to be fair. Crystal Palace playing in their home kit, which doesn't look as bad as it is from the picture they got announced in. But Ward-Prowse going to whip this corner, and obviously was in the England squad, same with Danny Ings. And it is whipped in, it's Bednarek with the header, but it is straight at Guaita in goal. First save for him. I could potentially put Guaita in my team at some point, but they have a tough start to the season with two of their main defenders being injured. We'll see how they do. The last time these two sides played was last season in a Southampton 2-0 win. They drew 1-1 in the reverse fixture. We'll see how they get on today, but we'll see. They've got EFL Cup games midweek as well, both these sides. So we've got Bournemouth v Crystal Palace. Whoever wins that plays Man City, so it'll be a tough game for whoever wins that. And then Southampton playing Brentford, who lost earlier today to Birmingham, so potentially a simple and easy win for Southampton if they play like that, Brentford, but we'll see. But a chance here for Southampton on this left-hand side. Bertrand playing it in the middle to Romeu and then back to Bednarek in defence. Now Romeu going forward finds Bertrand, who finds Ings in the middle. Plays a 1-2 Che Adams. Ings can't get to that, and Guaita does well to come out and collect that. That was a decent chance there. Good link-up play between Ings and Che Adams there. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that throughout this season. And it was a decent ball, but a poor first touch from Ings. Made sure Guaita came out and collected that. Welcome to the stream, not high pause. And let me just sort that out. There we go. So, also early on today we had Arsenal v Fulham. That finished 3-0 Arsenal, so they're currently top of the league. Crystal Palace, Southampton second and third, but I'm sure the game won't finish 0-0. But if it does, that is how they will be in the table and going into the third game, which is Liverpool-Leeds. So that's going to be a good game. It's a shame I won't be able to watch it because I am busy. But I will be back for a third stream today, Newcastle v West Ham, which is on later tonight. I'll be able to watch that, I'm hoping. It's good to see that BT Sport have improved the camera angle, because the Fulham one was absolutely terrible. It must have been because it was a smaller stadium, but the Palace one's much better, which is good to see. But Southampton the better team, Palace having none of the ball and Southampton piling all the pressure on, and here's a chance. Redmond tries to win a header, but that's going to go straight to Guaita and goal once again. So yeah, this is going to be probably a tough game for Palace. They are going to struggle with their main defenders out, but we'll see how they do. If they do keep a clean sheet, fair play to them, because they are facing one of the best on-form strikers in the Premier League right now in Danny Ings. So if they can do that with a couple of their main defenders out from injury and stuff, that would be pretty impressive. It's good to see how well Southampton are doing. Ever since their 9-0 loss, they've been doing brilliantly. And I think they finished 11th in the end in the Premier League, so they did very well. And that's a nice ball from Bednarek to Kyle Walker-Peters on this right-hand side. And now Romeu plays the 1-2. Ward-Prowse claiming for something. I'm not sure if he was calling for the ball. There was a handball, so I'm not too sure what happened there. But there's a chance for Southampton with Bednarek playing a 1-2 with Redmond. And now Bertrand. Nice first time pass to Redmond, who crosses it into the box, but that's headed away by Scott Dan. And now a potential counter-attack with Jordan Ayew doing some nice hold-up play to turn Redmond and find Townsend, who does nice to turn Bednarek. And this is a good chance for Crystal Palace here, and Townsend whips into the box, but Stevens clears that out for a corner. That was a good chance there for Crystal Palace. Very nice run from Townsend, and it's just a shame that wasn't the greatest ball there, to be honest. Sorry if you can hear noise in the background. Let me just get the player ratings up. We'll speak about player ratings about 10 minutes in, but it's 8 minutes in at the moment, so we won't yet. Corner for Palace, they play it short, and now it's going to be whipped in by MacArthur and cleared away by Southampton eventually. There we go. Now McCarthy just plays it back to Guaita and goal, and that's going to be cleared up the pitch. The lighting isn't ideal, to be honest, in this room, but I'll try and sort it out, but there's literally nothing I can do really. Right, it's 9 minutes in. When it gets to the 10th minute, we'll look at the player ratings, or we'll just we'll just talk about the player ratings. We'll just give it another minute because we haven't had much stuff happen this game. But it is a chance. Zaha though getting tackled. The Southampton playing going down on the floor. Not sure if anything's wrong with him. He's holding. Yeah, he looks like he is injured there. I'm not sure who it is because it's showing Mitchell at the moment, but it's doesn't look great, and that could be doesn't look good. It looks like he might have to get subbed off there. It's Jack Stevens going in for a tackle on Zaha. Did well to win it, but he's now injured. He might have to come off here, which isn't ideal, but Vestergaard on the bench could do a job at centre back. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. He's getting treatment, so whilst he's doing that, we'll look at the player ratings. Best player on the pitch so far, according to this, is Jordan Ayew with a 6.9. Jack Stevens also having a 6.9, but he's down injured. And then we have a bunch of 6.8s for Ward-Prowse, and then 6.7s as well for Schlapp, and then the worst player on the pitch for each side at the moment, 6.3s for both fullbacks, Bertrand and Cole Walker-Peters, and then 6.3 for Zaha. So, does look like Jack Stevens is struggling to walk there, so he might have to come off in a bit, which is sad to see someone getting an injury early on in the season, but hopefully he should be fine to carry on maybe next week or so, I'm not too sure. But Palace have a throw now and they'll just continue playing. No, they're just going to throw it back to McCarthy in goal. Stevens is coming back on the pitch, so it's good to see. He might have to get subbed off at half time, but does look like he's going to be able to carry on. McCarthy's going to kick it long on this right hand side. Che Adams tries to win the header, but Scott Dan does well. And then Palace will clear. And then that'll be my thumbnail for a minute. I'll just wait for this Southampton chance. Ward-Prowse wins the header, but it's going to be cleared. And now Palace, nice play. Jordan Ayew gets tackled there. And now Danny Ings tries to play Che Adams, but then there is a foul awarded to Southampton. Whilst that happens, we'll just wait. Change the thumbnail. Chance here for Palace on this right hand side, and Townsend whips into the box. Zaha is free, and that is 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha gives Crystal Palace the lead, and that is a good start to the season for Crystal Palace. And they haven't won much games recently. They actually lost quite a few towards the end of last season, so it's good to see Zaha getting the opening goal here. Came from a good tackle from McCarthy, and Townsend outpaced Romeu And Zaha found himself free on the edge of the back post and had a nice first time finish into the bottom left corner, and that is 1-0 to the home side. Not sure Zaha's going to be here for the end of the season, but maybe that goal could mean he does stay. I'm not too sure, but we'll have a wait and see. But that is 1-0 to Crystal Palace, and very nice finish. And now kick-off has started. Southampton attacking straight away here, but lose the ball, and now that goes straight to the halfway line. Why is this not charging? There we go. That should be charging. If it doesn't, then that's an issue. But Cole Walker-Peters with a chance here. Plays it back to Ward-Prowse, and now Romeu. Romeu then plays it back to Bednarak. Now Bertrand with the 1-2. Southampton just playing it around the back. They need to create some chances now. They have 68% possession, but they're 1-0 down, so they need to create some chances here. That's a nice ball from Redmond to Cole Walker-Peters. Cole Walker-Peters plays it back though to Stevens. And now to Bednarak. This is an issue, that's not working. That is an issue, but we'll try and sort out another time. But yeah, Zaha with the opening goal. Lovely first time finish into the bottom left corner from a Townsend cross. Good start for Crystal Palace to the season. And now they have a throw with Joel Ward on this right hand side, who throws it long. Romeu wins the header, but now Townsend gets the ball, does well, but then gets fouled. I need this to actually charge. I don't know why it's not. I might have to need to get a new charger at half time. Free kick to Palace on the halfway line. Sorry about people just being annoying. Townsend's offside there from the throw. No, not the throw, the free kick, sorry. And now Southampton have a free kick. Bertrand, I'm guessing, will play it back to his centre-back, Bednarak, which he does. And now Southampton can start another attack, potentially. McCarthy kicks it long towards Cole Walker-Peters, but now Ward-Prowse has it. That's surely a handball. No, it's not. Palace can carry on. That's a lovely ball to Zaha on this left hand side. Already got a goal. Can he do something here? He takes on Ward-Prowse, but Ward-Prowse does well and then gets fouled. And is that a free kick or a goal kick? It doesn't really matter. It's going to be one of the two. I think it's a free kick. I'm not sure though. No, it is a goal kick. Don't worry. I mean, it doesn't matter because it would have been on the goal kick line if it was a foul anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter. And now Southampton can build up another attack here. Bednarak kicks that long, but it's headed away again by Scott Dan, and now MacArthur. Nice ball to Townsend, and that's a... No, it's not a good ball. Good tackle, block, sorry, from Bednarak, and now MacArthur with a switch to Zaha, but headed away by Cole Walker-Peters, and then cleared by Schlupp out for a throw. I'll have a look at the player ratings. I don't think those are updated. And I don't know why it's saying Crystal Palace are playing in a red and white top. So we'll refresh that. Open that up as well so it doesn't do anything. So apparently Zaha hasn't got a goal, but he has. But he's on a 7 rating. Best player on the pitch so far. Best player for Southampton being James Ward-Prowse and Jack Stevens with 6.7 ratings. Worst player being Cole Walker-Peters and McCarthy in goal. And then the worst player for Crystal Palace, Joel Ward with a 6.4, but he hasn't really done anything wrong at the moment. Redmond on this left hand side, playing it to Romeu, switched it nicely to Cole Walker-Peters, just about reaches him and now wins a throw. Mitchell doing well so far as well. I have him on my bench in my fantasy team and Kyle Walker in the starting 11, so that's annoying, but we'll see what happens. There's still a long way to go, so it could still be a good result in the end, choosing Kyle Walker-Peters, but so far hasn't got the clean sheet and hasn't really done much. He's the worst player on the pitch apparently, so that's not great. But chances Southampton though. And Jack Stevens puts a ball into the box, but it's headed away and then cleared away by Crystal Palace. And only as far as Bednarek, and now Bertrand finds Ward-Prowse, and then he loses possession and then trips over MacArthur. That's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace. So yeah, 20 minutes in now, and stats at the moment, 1 shot each. Southampton not taking theirs, Crystal Palace taking their chance. So not the most entertaining game, but at least we've had a goal at the moment. I'm sure we'll see a few more this game. See the free kick taken, headed away by Southampton, but now Schlupp picks it up, does well to keep it in, but then that's a good tackle from Walker-Peters. Throw to Crystal Palace on this left side, taken by Mitchell, and now's IE trying to dribble past Southampton defender, but Southampton defender wins. And now it's cleared and played back from Kiarte to Guaita, who kicks it long. And that's going to go out for a throw, is it? No, it's not. Mitchell does well against Walker-Peters and wins a throw as well. So Mitchell's doing well so far. You're getting WW funds on Monday. I haven't seen anything about that game, so I don't know if it's any good or not, but I'm sure it is. Chance here as Danny Ings tries to dribble past Kiate, but Kiate does well. Good to see a few Southampton fans in the chat. Unfortunately, they are losing, but I'm sure they'll get back in the game. I'm sure Danny Ings or Che Adams will get a goal. Not at the moment though. They haven't really done much since since pretty much the Palace goal. It's been all Palace really. Yeah, pretty much halfway through the first half now, and Vadden. No, that's not shots actually. But Southampton playing it around the back quite a lot this game so far, but not attacking much. Which is the same as what Fulham were doing really in our last game we watched. Southampton winning a throw though. And Kyle Walker-Peters plays it back. And Southampton just passing it around the back again. Romeu then as well. So not exciting to watch at the moment, but I'm sure we'll see a few more chances in a bit. And here's another chance with Danny Ings. Gets tackled by Mitchell, who does well, but now Southampton win a throw in this on this right hand side. Kyle Walker-Peters will take it. And we'll see if they can potentially create an opportunity here. They haven't really had the chance yet. They had one shot, but it was straight at Guaita. And Palace now winning it back, trying to play a through ball to Zaha, but it was blocked by Stevens. The throw is taken. Ramey wins the header and then it's cleared by Stevens. Flicked on by Che Adams, and now Southampton conceding a throw there. I thought that was their ball, but apparently it's not. Throw is taken, headed away, and now Southampton potentially create a chance, but the Palace defence is doing alright so far. Throw taken quickly to Zaha, but Stevens will win that and tries to shield it for a goal kick, but fails, and now Palace have a corner. Zaha doing well there. Yeah, this does not want to charge, does it? That's annoying, but we'll have to deal with it. Not sure why it's being annoying, but corner for Crystal Palace. It will be taken by McCarthy. Scott Dan could potentially score from this. He's up there in the box. Kouyaté as well from centre back. It's taken and headed by Scott Dan. IE tries to get an extra touch but can't. It's offside anyway from IE, so it wouldn't have counted anyway if he did. Not sure why he got tried to take an extra touch. He was clearly offside, but good save from McCarthy. Might be an extra point in my fantasy team, potentially, I'm not sure. Shame he conceded early on, so he needs to make up with it with some good saves today. But he's only had 2 shots against him, and that was one of them, and it was offside apparently. But Palace have been the better side so far, and they deserve to lead. Townsend's done very well on this right hand side. He has not been the best player on the pitch. Zaha's been the best player on the pitch because of his goal, but Townsend did get the assist, so that is expected, to be fair. Looking at other stats, McCarthy and Scott down with 6.8, Mitchell with a 6.8, he's had a good game. Southampton, their best players being just their midfielders and Jack Stevens actually. Their midfielders and centre backs have been the best players on the pitch for them. So yeah, it could be a lot better, but just need to create some more stuff. Dannings has been quiet so far, but could have a chance here with Bertrand on this left hand side, playing it toward Prowse in the middle. Now Romeu drives forward a bit, and now Bertrand back towards Prowse, and now Bednarek, Romeu, Ward-Prowse again. Plays a nice free ball to Bertrand. Good touch, good skill past Joel Ward. But the pass isn't great and is intercepted by Palace. But Ward-Prowse wins it back in this left side corner flag. And wins a corner. Surely that's a corner. Apparently it's... I'm not sure. Ward-Prowse didn't react like it was a goal kick. And I don't think it was in the end. Is it? No, it's a throw, not a corner. Sorry. That's probably why he was complaining. It was... right in the corner flag, so you can see why. But Bertrand plays the 1-2 from the throw. Ings missed it, but Walker-Peters plays him in, but that's a good tackle. And now Zaha going down on the floor and wins the free kick. Good touch from Zaha. Romeu, though, just tripping him up there. We'll change the thumbnail whilst we wait for that free kick to come in. The free kick is taken, and Southampton just win it back anyway and clear out the pitch, so not missing anything right now. McCarthy now has the ball in goal. There's two McCarthys on the pitch, which is slightly annoying, but one of them's a goalie, so that's not actually as bad. Southampton again just playing around the back at the moment, not being able to get some shots underway. So Danny Ings has been quiet this game, so too Che Adams. But we'll see in the second half what happens, and towards the end of this first half as well, because there could be a few more chances. Yeah, pretty much half an hour in there though. What else is there really to talk about? Nothing really to talk about, to be honest, at the moment. I'm just quite annoyed that at the moment I've chosen Cole Walker's in my starting 11 in my fantasy team, except Mitchell, because Mitchell's been the joint best player on the pitch with Guaita and Zaha. So that's annoying, and Cole Walker-Peters has apparently been the worst player on the pitch, alongside McCarthy, who's also in my team. So that's kind of annoying, but this is the first week of the season. We don't know how everyone's actually going to do, so this is actually a good way to see. We'll see in the first few games of the season how everyone gets on, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll make some changes to my fantasy team. I'm sure I will, because at the moment Palace have been the better side, and Mitchell's done pretty well and he's on my team, so I can definitely add him. Not sure who Palace have their second game. I think it's United or something. So maybe I won't add him. I'm not sure. It depends. We'll see. But Southampton have literally had none of the ball in the Palace final third, to be honest. They've literally just been playing it round the back. Whenever they do a possession, when they try and go forward, Palace just do well in defence. And it's just quite boring to watch when they just pass around the back, and it is just... It's like Ward-Prowse, because he's the captain, he's been in the England squad, he's been obviously watching the England games, because he's been on the bench, but it's like he's taken advice from the England defence, just pass it around the back and we'll do well. That's just not going to work. You need to attack here, because you've got Danny Ings, who's one of the best on-form strikers in the league. Zaha on the floor there, just looks like he's on out shin pads there. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, at the moment, Palace just the better side. Southampton haven't been able to create anything, to be honest. We'll see in the second half if Hasenhüttl changes anything. I think he will need to change some stuff. There's Southampton got on the bench. They've got Obafemi Jenepo can definitely get involved. I'm not sure anything about the rest of the attackers on the team because they are quite young, but we'll see. But at the moment, it's just been all Crystal Palace, just doing well. So, Crystal Palace winning free kick here, Zaha going down. It was a bit of a push there from Jack Stevens, but a good chance potentially for a second goal here. Just need to get that stream back up because my stream's just my YouTube stream is just genuinely so annoying because I'm charging my phone whilst watching my YouTube stream so I can see the chat, and the chat's literally my charger, because I'm charging my phone, it keeps saying this isn't charging anymore, and I literally have to keep changing it. It's really annoying. It's a good ball from the free kick to IE, but can't convert from it, and that is a wasted opportunity. That was a very good ball though, and I think he was slightly offside there, but good opportunity for Palace. And now they have the ball back. Townsend playing a through ball to IE, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. We'll see if I think if there is going to be another goal this half, it'll be for Palace. I just don't see Southampton creating anything at the moment. It's just been all Palace really, but there is a chance here. Bertrand playing it to Che Adams, and now Danny Ings can't get his pass to his man, and that's cleared. The striker's letting me down so far. Mitrovic didn't start, Ings hasn't done much, and here's Jordan Ayew, lovely first touch. Has some work to do to turn Bertrand, but does well to hold up and play it back to Townsend, who plays it back to nobody really, but Ward comes over and passes it to Ayew, and now McCarthy, and back to defence. Zaha trying to take on Stevens, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Good defending though from Stevens so far. He's been probably Southampton's best player. Could have been at fault for the first goal because Zaha was left open on his side, but I don't actually see who was where, and Zaha shouldn't have been left open there. It's probably his own fault, but good chance here, but Bertrand just can't get to that pass. I can't show the game because otherwise my channel would be taken down, unfortunately. I would if there wasn't touching as copyright, but there is, so I can't actually show the game. It is on BT Sport. That's the only channel I know it's on. It might be on Sky somewhere, but I don't think it is. But yeah, it's on BT Sport if you want to watch it. Not sure if it's on any other TV. I can actually check now. What's it on? It says BT Sport 1, BT Sport Ultimate, and BT Sport Extra is the things it's on, apparently, so yeah. Apparently both shots only having 2 shots this game, so it's not been the greatest half of football to watch. Feels like Palace have been having more chances though. I remember them having 3 shots, but apparently one of them mustn't have counted because it was offside, I'm guessing. Cole Walker-Peters going for the long ball to Che Adams, but it's won again by Dan. And Southampton win a throw, but again, why can't this charge? I'm not sure, I need to get a new charger, I reckon. There we go. I'll find one at half time. As soon as it's 5 minutes, so I'm going to put on something like I do every other time, because might as well. Nothing really to talk about in this game anyway. I mean, there's other EFL games, all the other EFL games happening right now. We'll have a look at the scores in them, see if there's any shock results, see how the likes of Barrow and Harrogate are doing. There was a bit of a shove there from McCarthy and Ward-Prowse, having a bit of a scrap, but seems like they've sorted it out. I'm not sure what's happening there between them two, but doesn't look like any of them have got yellow cards or anything. I didn't actually see that. Must have been when I was charging my phone or trying to sort it out. So I completely missed that, but chance here for Southampton. And that could be a penalty there. And the ref's not given anything. Smallbone went down there, but apparently nothing's given. Nobody really complained anyway. VAR will have a look at it, but I'm sure it won't be anything. Nah, it's not a penalty. Gone down too easily, and he wasn't even in the box and he fell anyway, so I don't know why it would be a penalty. He fell into the box, but he started falling over when he was outside. Nice ball there to Schlupp, but can't do anything with it. And it will be won by Southampton. I think there's a foul given or a throw, I'm not sure. It's Southampton's ball either way. That Southampton goal is decent though. Yeah, 5 minutes ago, player ratings. Guaita and Zaha have 7 rating. 6.9 for Townsend, 6.8 for Dan and McCarthy and Mitchell. Best player on the pitch for Southampton is Stevens with a 6.9. Worst player on the pitch for Palace are Jeffrey Schlupp and Joel Ward with 6.4s, and then a 6.2 for Smallbone is the worst player for Southampton. But Southampton just playing around the back nicely. Schlupp got a yellow card there, not sure what for, don't quite see, because I was reading out the player rings. But Palace with a chance now. Townsend trying to play a ball to IE, but McCarthy comes out and clears it out. He could have done much better with that, to be fair, but he decided to just kick it out. Now, Townsend has caused a lot of trouble for Bertrand this half. Gives away a foul there on him, but he has done well. He got the assist. Zaha with the goal, so I I mean, we'll see. It's been a pretty even game, so, but apart from the goals, Zaha hasn't done too much. And so I'd probably give Guaita man of the match at the moment. Keep a clean sheet, doing well when he's needed to. And he now has to take a goal kick because that ball's going to go out. But Che Adams and Danny Ings have been awfully quiet. They've literally done nothing so far. So we'll see in the second half if that changes. Bit of time wasting there from Guaita as he takes the goal kick. Kicks it to the left hand side, but that's going to go out for a throw in now. It will be taken quickly by Walker Peters. No, he doesn't, he dummies it. And now we're just going to wait to see if Southampton create anything. 2 minutes left in the half. Probably 1 minute at a time. And now they win the ball back. Stevens clears it up. But then it is intercepted by MacArthur. And now that is going to be a Southampton throw. Quickly plays it to Ward-Prowse. Lovely ball to Bertrand on this left hand side. Now Bertrand plays it to Romeu. Now Ward-Prowse. Doing well. Like, Southampton are doing well. The two centre backs, 2 centre mids linking up nicely. That's why they've got good ratings. It's just they're not using their wingers as much and attackers. But here's a charge. Smallbone puts the ball into the box, headed out for a corner by Scott Dan, who's done well this half. Decent effort there. Nice run from Smallbone, and wasn't a bad cross. Nobody was going to get to it. Guaita could have caught it, but he headed it out just in case. So decent play there from Dan. Corner for Southampton, though. Ward-Prowse will take it, I'm guessing. And a few decent players that can head it here. Bednarek and Stevens up. It goes to Stevens, but it's headed away. Only as far as Redmond, and now Romeu to Ward-Prowse. Back to Redmond, who crosses it in, but it's headed away by Kiate. Redmond wins the header though, so to Ward-Prowse, and now Ings gets in front of that, but misses the ball, and Palace can now attack, but Bednarek comes back and heads that. It's just a heading competition at this point. 2 minutes at a time. Zaha now has a chance, but Walker Peters does well to tackle him. Are they giving a foul away, or I'm not sure. No, it's a throw. Just playing in the corner flag right now. Just time wasting here. It's not second half, but Jordan and I are doing well though. Not had the greatest half, but mainly because Zaha actually scored, so that's why his rating's bad compared to his, I guess. That 100% went out for a goal kick, I'm guessing. Is it a corner or a goal kick? Apparently it's a corner. All the players going into the box, so I'm assuming it is. McCarthy will cross it into the far post. Dan heads it across, but it's cleared by Southampton, and now Redmond just clears up, but nobody's up there. I'm assuming that's going to be half time any minute now. Maybe one more chance for Palace. Yeah, that's going to be it. So yeah, that's half time, 1-0. We'll add this and then remove. that, we'll remove these as well, and then we're going to have a look at all the other fixtures in all the other games. So these are the player ratings. It's updated now. Zaha with the goal, best player on the pitch, Guaita, and we'll leave that for 30 seconds. And then the stats: 2 shots each. Southampton with 72% possession, but not creating enough. And as the league table currently stands, Crystal Palace 2nd, Southampton 19th. And then we'll have a look at all the other fixtures in the Championship, League 1 and League 2. So let's have a look at them. Starting off with Championship. So earlier on, those 2 games were played. Bournemouth, Blackburn 1-1. Who's actually playing for Bournemouth? Jack Stacey gave them lead and Bradley Johnson equalised. He's actually in the Bournemouth team. It's not actually a bad squad, to be fair, but we'll see how they get on in that. Coventry, first game in the Championship after promotion. They're drawing 1-0 to Bristol City. Sheffield Wednesday actually beating Cardiff 2-0, so that's a bit of a shock result. Reading 2-0 up v Derby. And all the other games 0-0, so let's move on to League 1. Acton Stanley 1-0 up v Peterborough. Charlton 2-0 up against Crewe. And then Fleetwood 1-0 up against Burton. Hull 1-0 up against Gillingham. And Lincoln 1-0 up against Oxford. Northampton Wimbledon's 2-2. And then we've got Plymouth 1-0 up against Blackpool in their first game in the league. Sunderland 1-0 down against Bristol Rovers, a penalty early on, and then 3-0 to Swindon at half time after getting promoted. Great half from them. League 2, Barrow, first game in the league, probably the easiest game for them against Stevenage. They had a penalty which saved, I'm assuming the rebound was scored though, because they scored in the same minute. And then Cambridge 2-0 up, Cheltenham 1-0 up, Port Vale 1-0 up, Exeter 2-1 up against Salford. And then Newport 1-0 up, Harrogate as well 2-0 up against Southend away from home. Great half for them. And yeah, that's all the games. So what we're going to do is we are going to go on this game now. We're going to click that. And then we're going to actually go back onto this. Add them, and then we're going to wait until the second half begins. I'll put on some music in the background, and then we'll be back for the second half in about 10-15 minutes time.
It wraps around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't pretend I have a strong defense. This darkness, your friend, you get me. every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. In the morning, I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. Turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Kept me waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
what you've taken on. I'm out of the cage, 'cause you opened the door. You're as innocent as gone. 'Cause if you're falling for me, just be one. 'Cause I don't think you're ready for it. I'm not the one to mess around. No, I don't think you're ready for it. Too many people done wrong. 'Cause I don't think you're ready for it. You best believe that time's up. I'm a murderer. You made a mistake, underestimating what we would become. And now an escape is impossible. You're as innocent as sin. 'Cause if you're falling for me, just be one. If you're falling for me, I'm not the one to mess up. I'm the one to mess up. Too many people done wrong. And you best believe that I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer.
She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away to the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. You look so good in the morning light, reflections in my mind. Missing the fights, I don't care if I'm right, let's just buy a bit more time. I live alone with you inside.
Right, we're back for the second half. Still 1-0 Crystal Palace. We've had a couple changes as well, I believe. Vestergaard is now on the pitch. Just gonna make sure who for. So yeah, 50 minute. Well, around 50 minutes. Not yet 50 minutes, just a couple minutes. But yeah, Bednarak coming off and Vestergaard is on. No changes for Crystal Palace at the moment. How do you spell Vestergaard? Let me have a look. Just how I think you'd spell it. Oh, press. Oh no, that's right. Alright, cool. So, Palace at the moment with the ball, losing it though, and I gives away a foul, I believe, on Bertrand, and we can watch a replay of it here now. No, it was a good tackle actually, and just came off IE's foot on the line, so that's going to be a Southampton throw. Need to get rid of that, please. Thank you, BT, for actually taking half the screen up with. I don't want crowd noises because I'm literally not listening with sound on. That's a free kick. It's going to be a red card. It's a red card there for Walker Peters, I believe. And what a great start to my fantasy team. Oh, that is a shocking tackle on Mitch. Oh, and it's Mitchell. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Mitchell is on my bench. Cole Walker-Peters is starting in my team. Cole Walker-Peters got sent off. And it's because of a foul on Mitchell. And that is Cole Walker-Peters sent off. First red of the season for him. He's still on the pitch waiting to see if Mitchell's okay. So fair play to him. VAR will have a look at it, I'm guessing. But I mean, they can't really overturn that. I'm not sure. We'll have a look if they overturn that red card. Referee's going over to have a look at the challenge. I'm not sure. It won't be overturned. I'll put in brackets red card as soon as his name actually shows short. We can actually do that. But surely that's a red. He's literally... That is a shocking tackle. Oh, he's obviously gone for the ball, but he's genuinely... That is a terrible tackle. That's going to be a red card. VAR check is over and it's not being overturned. So that is a red card to Southampton. And they're really going to struggle now. Oh no, it's a yellow card. It's been overturned. So it's not a red card. Walker-Peters stays on. Thank God for that, because he's in my fantasy team and he would have literally screwed me over. I should have... I don't know why I put... probably shouldn't have put 3 Southampton players in the lineup. I thought Southampton were going to win today. Like 2-0 or something. So I put Cole Walker-Peters in there instead of Mitchell for that reason. I wish I didn't now, because Mitchell's actually done well this game. And Palace now have a free kick. It's headed away by Vestergaard. But yeah, Cole Walker-Peters, red card overturned there. And luckily for him, he stayed on the pitch. Luckily for me, because he's in my fantasy team. And we'll see what happens now. So, very lucky there from Walker-Peters, staying on the pitch. It was a bad tackle, but it probably should have been... I mean, I don't know if it was a red or not. It would have been harsh if it was a red, but I can see why they originally gave that a red. Speaking about cards, that could be a yellow for McCarthy. It made a foul there, but I don't think it will be. Welcome to the stream, Ahmed. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, I guess. We've got Ings on screen now. Hasn't done anything at the moment. He's been quite quiet, but I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half. We have a free kick. Bertrand will cross it into the box. It will be headed by Vestergaard, and that's a good save from Guaita from a Jack Stevens shot, and it will be eventually cleared only as far as Bertrand, who finds Redmond, but he loses possession to Jordan Ayew, who will now do well to force a throw for Crystal Palace. Decent save from the Palace keeper. Very underrated keeper here, and we can see it. Vestergaard obviously going to win that in the air. Good shot there from Che Adams, actually, not Stevens. And that was a decent save from Guaita, and very good save from the Spanish keeper there. Che Adams definitely improving every game for Southampton, so I'm sure we'll see plenty of goals from him this year. But that was a very good chance for him. We haven't seen much chances from him and Ings, so that's the first one we've seen. So see if they can now get into this game. I think that's the first time we've seen in the Premier League. I might be wrong, but that's the first time we've seen them use the camera. The referee used the camera for the VAR. I'm pretty sure it is. It might not be, but I don't remember seeing it last season. I saw it in the FA Cup for Crystal Palace where there was a red card, but that's the first time we've seen it in the Premier League, and they've used it to overturn a red, so very luckily that is a red card, because Southampton are starting to get in this game now. So Cole Walker-Peters is fortunate to be on the pitch and does well there to win a free kick, I think. No, it wasn't a free kick apparently, but both players went down, but no free kick was given. Palace just playing it round the back now. Kicking it long and headed away by Southampton, then by Palace, and we're just going to have a heading competition here. No, not Ings. Tries to flick it onto Ings. It's a bit too powerful, but he will chase it. But then Mitchell just clears out for a throw. We can see the red card here potentially. So Mitchell flicks over Cole Walker-Peters. Cole Walker-Peters catches Mitchell's foot mid-air. So definitely had potential to be a red, but the ref overturned it and gave a yellow. So we'll see if that affects the game. Maybe Cole Walker-Peters will get an assist from a cross to Danny Ings or something. We'll see what happens, but we'll have a look at the player ratings whilst we wait, because Palace just playing it around the back right now. Southampton actually winning it back then. They can go on the attack here, but then Dan tackles Che Adams. So we have player ratings. Guaita with a 7.5. He's had a brilliant game so far. Zaha with a 7. He got the goal. Wait, there's a chance here. Smallburn crosses it into the box, but it's headed away by Joel Ward. One back by Bertrand, and Ings' shot is deflected, and that's going to go into Guaita's hands. It's got also a 7, best player for Southampton apparently. We have got MacArthur, Scott Dan and Townsend 6.9, 6.8 for McCarthy and Mitchell. And then the worst player for Palace apparently being Jeffrey Schlupp. Wait, what's going on? Oh, back up. I'm not sure why it said stream offline. Thought it got taken off for some reason there. We missed a shot there actually whilst that was going on. It was a corner kick. Well, it's going to be a corner kick. Chad and a shot which was blocked. Oh no, it's a goal kick, never mind. Sorry for their Hoover in the background. I just need to get rid of that because my TV is... my stream went offline for a second, so I had to quickly go on there. Actually no, you wouldn't be able to hear it, it's muted. I can go back on this actually. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, cool. Southampton with a chance. Tackled and cleared by Palace. Zaha goes to the header and Vestergaard nearly actually wins it, to be fair to him, but you're never going to beat Vestergaard in the air like that. That's surely a foul from McCarthy. Is it MacArthur? Which one's MacArthur? Number 22 or 18? MacArthur is number 18, so it was McCarthy who made a foul on Ward-Prowse there. They've already had a bit of a scrap earlier on, so... But this is a good position. Vestergaard could win a header here from this free kick. McCarthy getting a yellow card for that. Another yellow card this game. That's like the third this game. Good position for a chance here. Bertrand will cross it into the box. A few players in there. It's crossed into the box to Romeu, but it's headed away to Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box. And now Smallbone has found it. He crosses it in, but it's headed away by Townsend. And now Zaha can counter-attack here, but Bertrand does well defensively. Now Romeu has the ball. Finds Ward-Prowse. Back to Romeu. Now out wide to Smallbone. Smallbone hasn't... he's done better as the game's gone on, Smallbone, to be fair to him, but hasn't really made an impact. Some nice ball there to Bertrand, but Ward wins the header and Townsend will clear that up the pitch to McCarthy in goal. Very good opportunity there though for Southampton, potentially wasted, but we'll see if that affects him later on in the game. Chance here though on this left hand side again. Bertrand getting involved quite a bit this half. Finds Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse skips past a few players but then gets tripped over by Kouyaté, who actually won the ball. He tripped over himself there pretty much. So it wasn't a foul, but Kouyaté's done solid at centre back. Scott Dan as well. To be fair to them, the defence is actually doing alright for Palace, considering a few injuries to... we have Cahill and Van Aanholt injured, so to be fair to them, they're actually doing alright. I was going to consider putting Mitchell in my starting 11 for Walker-Peters, but I'm pretty sure they have United and Southampton probably have someone like Burnley, so I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Chance here, Walker-Peters plays it back to Romeu, who goes for the long ball to Redmond on this left hand side. Nice touch, and now it's played inside to Che Adams, and Kouyaté again does brilliantly, but Che Adams wins it back. Che Adams has done well this game when he just needs a goal to top it off. Now he's got the ball again, plays it back to Bertrand, and now Romeu to Stevens. Stevens crosses it into the box. It's headed onwards, but Guaita comes and picks it up before Ings can get onto it. Guaita's had a good game. What's the percentage on this looking like? It is on 55%. So my phone charging is actually going alright now. I say that as soon as it says it's uncharged. Alright. Corner to Palace though. Are you nearly winning that? But it was a good block in the end by Walker-Peters. So corner to come for Crystal Palace. They've already scored one goal early on from a cross. Can they score a second one? We'll have to wait and see. They have Vestergaard now. Southampton at the back, so a taller player that can definitely win a header if they need to defend this. Well, they do need to defend it, but we'll see what happens. Oh, why do you do that? It's crossed into the box, and that's straight into Alex McCarthy's hands. I have to say Alex McCarthy because there's two McCarthys on the pitch. Alex McCarthy is the Southampton goalie, James McCarthy is the Crystal Palace midfielder. Palace have the ball again though. That's a nice ball to Ayew, but a good tackle there from Vestergaard. He's done well off the bench. He's just been solid so far. Southampton having more shots though, 6 shots now. Crystal Palace not had a shot this half. They've only had 2 so far and have scored 1 of them. So so far so good for Crystal Palace, but they need to continue defending well. Otherwise Southampton will equalise soon. Danny Ings will get 1 good chance this game and he'll probably take it. So they need to keep up doing what they do. Keep Ings quiet, which they've done brilliantly so far. And they could potentially get a second here. Townsend tries to backheel it to Ayew but messes it up, and that will be cleared by Southampton. And there's just nobody up there really. They're playing 4-4-2 Southampton, 2 strikers, but nobody was up there to challenge the centre back who headed that away. So looking at the ratings, Bertrand is up to a 7, so joint best Southampton player. Romay also on the 7. James McArthur's up to a 7 rating with Scott Dan. Guaita though, best player on the pitch with a 7.5. He's done brilliantly in goal so far at the moment, keeping a clean sheet. So he's probably been the best goalie so far in this season. So if you have him in your fantasy team, then probably a good choice, but then they're playing United next week, so maybe not. I've got McCarthy in goal, so that's not ideal, but yeah, he just needs... Palace need a few more shots this game, and we'll see what happens. As long as Palace have more shots, McCarthy makes some saves, maybe a second goal for Palace, it won't be the end of the world, I guess, but at the moment, 2 shots for Palace this game, 1 goal, 1 save for McCarthy isn't great for fantasy points. Also have Ings and Walker-Peters in my thing. Walker-Peters got sent off for about 30 seconds before it got overturned, and then Danny Ings has been quiet, so not the most ideal first game week this season for me, but still have Liverpool players, Robertson and Trent and Salah as well to play and get a bunch of points for me hopefully later on today. Then Werner as well, Sunday or Monday whenever they're playing Brighton. But Southampton just playing it around the back right now, doing well. In the second half they just need that goal to equalise, otherwise it's just pointless what they're doing right now. Sure, Palace will take a win, first game of the season. We'll see if they make some subs in a minute. They've got Eze on the bench, their new signing, and Batshuayi as well. So 2 players that could potentially come on to help them. We'll see though. Chance though, Ward-Prowse, cross it. Oh no, he doesn't. He switches it to Redmond. But he plays back to Bertrand, and now Vestergaard back to Bertrand. Romeu looks for a pass forward, finds Ward-Prowse, and now Stevens. That's a nice ball to Walker-Peters. Does well to fake pass, and now Ward-Prowse to Smallbone. Smallbone crosses it in, and here's the chance Southampton need. It's Che Adams, he goes down, the ref said nothing. Ings is still going, and he gets in front of MacArthur. The player's complaining about a penalty. I'm sure we'll get a VAR check on that. He did, it's probably not a penalty. We'll have a look here. So Che Adams, it's definitely in the box. Dribbles past Kouyaté, yeah, that's a dive. Not going to be a penalty. If it is, I'll be very surprised, but did look like it on first look, but that's not going to be a penalty. They are doing a VAR check though, just in case, but they're not gonna overturn that. Ings is holding his arm there, so he might be a bit hurt from that. He did actually fall into Danny Ings' foot there. So that's probably why it hurts a bit. But the VAR check's over. It's not a penalty and Palace have a goal kick. And now they win it back and then McCarthy just passed it straight to Vestergaard. Now Southampton started an attack. Redmond got a goal in the last game against Crystal Palace. Can't find Che Adams there with that pass, but he has it back here. Redmond gives it straight to Guaita in goal. Pretty much halfway through the second half now. Palace hanging on. They haven't had a shot this half, Palace, so we're expecting them to probably just defend for the last 20 minutes. Try and hold on to this 1-goal lead. Maybe get a second, which would be good. But I'm sure they'll take a 1-0 win against the Southampton team, which has been predicted to do quite well this year. Especially me, I predicted them 10th in the league, so I was expecting good things in this game from Southampton, but they just can't score right now. Ings has been quiet. Che Adams has been the more likely striker to score, to be honest. We'll see though what happens. Redmond's been on the ball quite a bit in the last 5 minutes. Bertrand's done well recently. Romeu and Ward-Prowse in the middle doing well, so we'll see what they can do to potentially get an equaliser here. We'll see though. But Southampton just passing it around right now. Stevens to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse plays it all the way back to McCarthy in goal. Quite far out his goal. So hopefully he doesn't do an Edison against Southampton. Because he's in my fantasy team, that's why I'm saying that. Wouldn't mind if they do, because it'll be a good goal to watch. And Redmond then cross it into the box, and that's way out for a goal kick. So yeah, 20 minutes left. Crystal Palace winning. 10 minutes in, they scored with Wilfried Zaha. That's the only real thing Zaha's really done this match. He hasn't done much else. Townsend with the assist as well hasn't really done as much as some of the other players. But still a decent performance from Palace so far. Guaita, especially in goal, has made some crucial saves. 4 saves to be exact, I believe. Because they've had 4 shots on target, Southampton, so unless one of them was blocked by a defender on the line that I didn't see, then that would be why he's got a 7.5 rating at the moment. But we have Milivojevic ready to come on for Crystal Palace. I'm assuming that would be for maybe McCarthy, because he's on a yellow card. But I'm surprised he didn't start, but both McCarthy and McArthur have had solid games, so we'll see who he's coming on for. We'll see that in about 2 minutes time. The only sub so far, Vestergaard came off for Bednarek. Vestergaard's actually done well. He's got a 7.1 rating, so he's done well off the bench. Chance for Palace. Schlupp tries to play it into Zaha, but it's cleared away by Bertrand. So apparently Vestergaard's been the joint best player for Southampton in the second half. Actually no, because Romeu's just gone up to a 7.2. I was actually looking at Romeu as a potential option yesterday for my fantasy team, because he was quite cheap and I didn't know if he was going to play today, but he's played and he's been the best player for Southampton, so could have put him in, but I've still got some decent midfielders. I've got St. Maximum tonight, he's playing. I've got Salah, and then I've got Aubameyang, who's already played, got me 14 points, so that's decent. But apart from Aubameyang, my players in my fantasy team haven't done well so far, to be honest. But it's still a chance, 20 minutes left. Walker-Peters now tries to find Ings in the box, but it's blocked by Scott Dan. Now Romeu has it, passes it to Bertrand, who's gonna play it to Redmond on this left hand side. Redmond takes on Joel Ward and now plays it back to Bertrand, who tries to cross it in, but it's blocked by Zaha. And now IE does well to intercept that, but that's a good tackle from Vestergaard. And now Redmond tries to play it inside to Ings, but he loses possession. And Ings has been quiet this game. I'm surprised about that, but that's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position here. Ings going down. And this is going to be a very good position for Southampton to have a chance to equalise. Foul was by MacArthur. A bit of a clumsy challenge there, to be fair. Ings isn't going to take this. It's going to be Ward-Prowse or Bertrand to take this. I'm not sure which one. But it's probably not going to be a shot. It's probably going to be a cross to Vestergaard or something in the box. So it's a good chance for Southampton to equalise. We'll see if they can. It's Ward-Prowse who's going to be taking it. So maybe it will be a shot. He has scored a few set pieces, like free kicks and penalties recently towards the end of last season. If he does score, fair play to him, but I don't think he will. Is probably going to be it'll be a very good goal if he does. He's going to take the shot and it's just over the bar. If he did score, fair enough, but he didn't. It was a tough shot, to be fair. It wasn't a bad effort. I'm surprised he went for the shot though. He could have gone for the cross. If it was any lower though, that would have been in the top corner though. But we have Milivojevic about to come on in about a minute's time. He's going to be coming on for James McCarthy, so we'll update that now. So Milivojevic, I need to make sure I spell his name right. And he's coming on for McCarthy, not MacArthur. So we have Millie. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. I did, except the accents, which I can't do unfortunately because I don't know how to on the keyboards, but don't really matter, you can tell what it is. But anyway, 15 minutes left and Palace with a throw. We'll see if that's going to be a free kick there. Jordan I being taken out by Walker-Peters, who is on a yellow card, so he needs to watch out there. Probably on his final warning now. He already got a red card earlier on, but it got overturned, so he's probably going to be on his final warning now. Milivojevic, this is going to be his first contribution to the game with this free kick. He's going to cross it into the box to probably Scott Dan, I'm guessing. We're going to see it now, and it's going to go to the back post to Ayew, but that's straight at McCarthy. But that is... McCarthy just dropped the ball then randomly. Luckily picked it back up. But that is actually Palace's first shot of the half. So they've had a shot. It was straight at McCarthy, but it's shot nonetheless, and it's another save for McCarthy. So that's good for my fantasy team. Don't know how much points you get for a certain amount of saves on there, but I'm not sure what rating he's got, to be honest. We'll have a wait and see. He's got a 6.7 rating, so it's not terrible. It's not like a 6.3, which is what the worst player on the pitch has. It's like in the middle. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the joint 5th best for Southampton with Jan Bednarak. Palace running through. That's a foul. And that's going to be a free kick for Palace. And we'll see it here. Redmond's similar to the Walker-Peters foul a minute ago. Walker-Peters, it was the same. It was quite a high foot there for Redmond, obviously going for the ball, so unfortunately clipped Kiate's foot there, but it's not going to be a yellow card, I don't think. But we have Genepo for Southampton coming on for Smallbone. I'm sure we didn't see much of him last season. I think there was injuries for Genepo, but he is a decent player. Got a goal of the month against Sheffield United, so I'm sure he can do well in the final like 15 minutes of this game to potentially help them get an equaliser. Vestergaard again doing brilliantly. He has actually done well this game off the bench. Smallbone, who's come off, he had an alright game, putting a few crosses, not really to anyone, but the striker's been quiet for Southampton anyway. How do you spell Genepo's name? Is it that? It is it is that, so yeah, we can update that. I'm not sure if that updated. It might have. I'll just wait because there's stream delay. It did update it, right. Eze is coming on for his debut for Palace. We'll see how he does at QPR last season. Had a very good season, so we'll see how he can get on for the final 13 minutes. Cole Walker-Peters has it here, finds Genepo, playing it back to Stevens. Now Ward-Prowse to Genepo, but Schlupp does well to win it back. Milivojevic, his pass is blocked, and then it's cleared by Palace out for a throw. Eze is coming on probably the next time the ball goes out, so we'll see how he gets on. I'm sure he'll do well at Palace this season if he actually does start in the next couple of games. I'm not sure whether he will. I mean, it depends what he does in the next 10 minutes. If he gets a goal, then he might, but we'll wait and see. But Southampton, the better team in the second half, creating more chances, but just can't score right now. Guaita's having a good game, and so are the rest of the defenders at the moment. I'll open that quickly, just in case. We have Zaha on the floor there, but he's getting back up, so he's not injured or anything. He's gone down a few times this game, but I'm not sure why, but he's back on his feet, so it doesn't matter. But that's a good ball to Zaha, and now Schlupp puts in a cross, but it is blocked by Romeo, and that's going to be a corner for Crystal Palace. Eze is probably going to come on now. Not sure who for, but I guess we'll find out any minute now. It's probably going to be for MacArthur or maybe Schlupp, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in a minute. But this is going to be another chance for Crystal Palace. They've only had one shot in the second half, so this could be the second here. It's going to be Milivojevic to whip it in. And it's headed, but that's wide of the post from James MacArthur. And that's going to be a goal kick, which will be taken quickly by Southampton, unless they're making a sub now, which would be smart, and they are. Eze coming on for his debut. He is going to replace Jeffrey Schlupp, so Premier League winner, replacing Premier League debutant. Not sure if Eze's played in the Premier League before. I don't think he has, so maybe that might be right. All I know is Schlupp won the league at Leicester, so let's update this. Eze for Schlupp. This is going to be his first game, so we'll see how he gets on for the final 10 or so minutes. Not sure how much added time there's going to be. Probably like 4 minutes because they had a VAR check. They actually had 2 VAR checks. One of them was longer than the other because it was a red card, which was overturned. Here is Eze on the ball, loses it to Ward-Prowse. We'll let him off for that because Ward-Prowse is an England international. But we'll see how he gets on. Scott Dan plays it back to Guaita, who just kicks it up. Good ball to Mitchell, who then finds Milivojevic, and now Eze on the ball. Plays it back to MacArthur, and that's a lovely ball to Ayew or Zaha, whichever one gets it is Ayew. Zaha's through on goal here, and that is 2-0 to Crystal Palace, and Wilfried Zaha gets his second of the game, and apparently he's offside. It did look offside, but obviously scored, so they'll check VAR. We'll have a look now. So very nice ball from MacArthur, and it is close, but I think he is just offside there. Actually no, he's the one on the left, so he might be onside there. He waited until he scored to put up the flag, the linesman. They're checking the disallowed goal on VAR, so we'll see if it's 2-0. If you're joining the stream, you're wondering why it says 1 hour 21, that means 81st minute. It's just because my timer doesn't go over 60 minutes, it goes on to an hour. It's very close for the offside. I think it might be his head that's offside though. You can't really see it from that angle. It's probably bad angle, but if it is offside, then it is very close. I think if it's onside, then it's probably either Stevens or I don't know who's keeping him onside there. That's very close. Ref might have to go over and look at this. I'm not sure. He's definitely, yeah, he's offside. I reckon just offside there. Unfortunately, I think it is very close, but yeah, it is offside, and that's unfortunate for Zaha because he would have been the top scorer after one game, and maybe that could be well, it's obviously big for Southampton. VAR going Southampton's way so far. Obviously the red card being overturned and that goal being disallowed, so maybe it's Southampton or something this year instead of Manchester United. We'll have to wait and see though. Obviously it won't affect anything because Southampton are probably going to finish mid-table anyway, but we'll see what happens. Guaita takes a free kick, headed away by Vestergaard. And then Warden, Che Adams missing the header, and then it's cleared by Kiate. And there is a chance here for Southampton from the throw, but the ball gets stuck in the seats in the stands, so they have to get another one. So it wastes like 5 seconds. Got a substitute off the pitch waiting to come on. That was very confusing then. I was wondering what he was doing. But it's Jeffrey Schlupp. He's still next to the pitch for some reason. Don't know why he's still there, but he's going up the stairs now into the subs bench, or the stands where they now use as a subs bench because they have to do social distancing for some reason. But Palace have been solid at the back this game though. They've done nothing wrong at the back this game at the moment, and Shane Long is now coming on. Probably for Che Adams because they can't really sub off Danny Ings in this situation, and it is Che Adams. He's actually done alright this game. He's had a few shots, not really caused too much trouble for Palace, but he's probably been better than Ings this game, to be fair. But Shane Long coming on. See how he gets on for the last 5 minutes. And Southampton will have a chance here. Stevens finding a nice ball to Ward-Prowse. Can't control it well enough, but still keeps it, but then gets fouled, and that's going to be a free kick to Southampton. And about 30 yards out here. Probably not going to shoot from this. They're probably going to cross it into the box. Redmond and Ward-Prowse standing over it. Vestergaard's the next to Redmond, so they're probably telling him to cross it into him. Because he is obviously going to be the danger man, because he is the tallest player in the lineup. They might shoot from this. If it is, it's going to be Ward-Prowse to shoot, but I doubt they will. Redmond's standing over it as well. Maybe he'll cross it in. We'll see what happens from this free kick. It's going to be Ward-Prowse who goes for the shot, but that's over the bar, and that's out for a goal kick. Another wasted opportunity there. Ward-Prowse trying to score from these free kicks. It's gone the same place again, over the bar in that top left corner. But yeah, it's another wasted chance. We can actually look at the shots of both teams now. And it's... let me have a look. I need to go over. So 8 shots for Southampton this game. 4 for Crystal Palace. 4 shots on target for Southampton. And Crystal Palace currently winning 1-0 and having a goal disallowed for offside. So just Palace have been more consistent with their shots. And here's another one. Zaha finds Eze. Now Mitchell playing the 1-2. Nice ball from Eze to Mitchell, who crossed that into the box, but McCarthy will catch that. and throws out quickly to Genepo. Haven't seen much of him this game since he's come on, but finds Redmond there and now can potentially start another attack. But they just... Remey just gives that away too easy to Eze. Then that's a nice ball there to Zaha, but Vestergaard does well to tackle. That's a handball, and it is. Free kick about 25 yards out. And definite handball there. Vestergaard tripping over the ball there, and then the ball just rolled into his hand. And they actually took the free kick whilst they were showing the replay of the handball, so it didn't actually see what happened, but it looks like it's going to be a corner, because Eze's walking towards the corner flag. I guess we'll have a replay of that then. Ref's talking to Ward-Prowse about something, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what happened because they were showing the replay whilst they took the free kick, so we couldn't see what happened, but it's a corner to Crystal Palace. Eze's going to cross this in, or play it short to Ayew. Ayew's now walking away from the corner flag. Eze's then going to cross it in, I'm guessing. He is, to the near post. And it's headed by Scott Dan, headed away then by Bertrand. And cleared away by Redmond, but straight to Mitchell in defence. And he'll just pass it back up. And Zaha tries to get past Walker-Peters, but Walker-Peters tackles him, and that's going to go out for a Southampton throw. And 89th minute now, not sure how much added time, probably 4 or 5 minutes. Once the game's over, we'll have a look at all the other results in the EFL, so if you want to see them, just stay in the stream. We'll also look at the Liverpool-Leeds lineup, because that game's in like 40 minutes. 30 seconds till the 9th minute, we'll see how much added time there is. Ayew now on the ball, does well to skip past Remey, but gets tackled, but MacArthur wins it back, and now Eze. Nice play from him to play it back to MacArthur, who goes for a long ball. What last time? Finds Zaha. No, he's not, because he's not going to keep that in. 6 minutes added time. That is a lot. I know there was a few VAR checks and stuff, but 6 minutes is quite a lot, and Southampton have the chance to equalise here. We'll see if they can. Remey tries to find Ings, but it takes deflection on the way, and that's going to go to Guaita in goal. And he clears it up. Ayew can't win the header, and now Remey finds Ward-Prowse, and here's a chance. Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters finds Shane Long, who's going to fake cross it, but Mitchell does very well in defence, and now Eze has it. Dribbles past Ward-Prowse and wins the throw. Very nice play there from Eze. And he's done alright since he's come off the pitch on his first appearance in the league. Sure, we'll see good things from him in a Palace shirt. And Palace now have a throw. 5 minutes to go. Throw's taken and headed away, but then Mitchell heads it back. Ayew then flicks it onto Zaha, but Vestergaard's going to get there first and plays it back to McCarthy in goal. Plays the 1-2. Vestergaard then loses it, and Townsend picks it up. Here's a good chance. Eze tries to cross it into box. Stevens blocks it, and that's going to be a corner. Very good pressure there, and Townsend's done alright this game, and Eze's done very well off the bench. He came on 9 minutes ago. He's already causing trouble. Very good play from Townsend. And he could have either gone for the corner flag or tried to cross it in and win the corner. He's won the corner, and they're going to play it short anyway. So yeah, Palace just time wasting in the corner. Ayew doing well shielding it off. And he fell over them, but the ref's given a goal kick. And Southampton wasting no time taking it quickly. Vestergaard to Stevens. Stevens now. He's going to drive forward to halfway line. Plays it to Redmond and then he loses possession. And now Bertrand's actually gone up. So there's only a couple players back here. Zaha. Eze's calling for the ball. But on the other side, but he's not going to pass it to him. He's going to pass to Milivojevic. Now MacArthur. Good ball over to Mitchell. Now Eze. See what he can do. Does well to turn Walker-Peters. And he crosses it into the box. But that's going to go out for a throw. Oh no, Zaha keeps it in. The skill was nice. He made Walker-Peters slip over there and he's smiling after that. He's very happy about that. Except the cross, which was ruined unfortunately. Oh no, he actually tripped over Eze's foot there, Walker-Peters. It's not like he did a drone boating on Messi. He genuinely actually tripped over Eze's foot. Jordan Ayew again though, just holding it in the corner flag. Bertrand doing back to win it back, but now Palace have it and that's going to be a goal kick. Looks like Palace are going to hang on to this, but there's still 3 minutes left, so anything could happen here. We saw... we haven't seen a last minute goal yet. We saw... Well, there's only been one game up before this in the Premier League this year, so I don't know what I'm saying I've seen before, because I haven't. Chance here though for Southampton. Ward-Prowse plays it to Walker-Peters, who puts in a ball into the box. It's headed away to the edge of the box where Romeu is. And now that's going to be cleared by Palace. And now Zaha probably has the pace, but he's done well there to turn Stevens. Zaha, he's through on goal. He's been in this situation before and he hits the side netting. Very good play from Zaha though to knock it past Stevens. He knew he had the pace in him. He did very well there to knock it past. He had all the time in the world here to have a shot and he's completely missed the target. Could have done much better there, but he messed it up really. But now Southampton have a chance. Good first time ball from him and that's a good save from Guaita. Walker-Peters with a lovely first time cross to Shane Long and that's a good save from Guaita. He's had a fantastic game. That's a good ball. Walker-Peters with a lovely first time shot. A header from Shane Long. And Guaita had to dive to save that. That's a brilliant save. And Guaita's done fantastic. He's on an 8.1 rating this game, which is the best player on the pitch by far. And Southampton have a corner. 1 minute left. It's headed away. And that's going to be a Southampton throw. Last chance maybe for Southampton here to get a point. Otherwise it's going to be a loss on the opening day for them. And Romeu wins the header over Eze, but then Kouyate's had a fantastic game, wins it back. Eze clears it. And 30 seconds left of normal time. Redmond is calling for it there, but McCarthy's going to kick it towards Shane Long. And Shane Long wins it. Shane Long can't get to that. Kouyate clears out for a throw. And this is the last chance now. 10 seconds left. And Stevens goes for the long ball into the box. It's headed away by MacArthur. Vestergaard wins the header. And that is full time. Crystal Palace win the opening game of the season. 1-0 v Southampton. Very good result from them, and that is the first game of the season for Crystal Palace over, and I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a Southampton win, but Palace did well, Guaita especially. We'll have a look at the stats now, but that's Palace's first win in a while. We'll have a look now. So, display capture. These are the stats for the game. Guaita man of the match, got an 8.1, did absolutely brilliantly that game. Scott Downs 7.3, Mitchell 7.2, and Kouyate 6.8, Joel Ward 6.8 as well, Townsend 6.9, and then MacArthur got a 7.3, McCarthy 6.8, Schlupp 6.4, Ayew 6.2, and Zaha the goal scorer with a 6.7. And then for Southampton we had 6.7 for McCarthy, 6.7 for Bednarek, 7.3 for Bertrand. 6.9 for Stevens, 6.8 for Cole Walker-Peters, who nearly got a red card, but it was overturned. And then Smallbone 6.3, Ward-Prowse 7.1, Romeu 7.2, Nathan Redmond 6.7, Ings 6.4. He was very quiet this game. And Che Adams 6.5. On the bench, Eze got a 6.4, Milivojevic got a 7, Vestergaard got a 7.4, Genepo 6.9, and Long 6.5. So those are the player ratings. On the left you can see the stats: 9 shots for Southampton, 5 for Palace, and more possession as well. So Southampton had more shots in possession but just couldn't take their chances. Palace did, and that's what won them this game. Guaita did brilliantly in goal. But we're going to have a look at all the other EFL results, so Championship, League 1 and League 2 now. We'll look at the lineups of Liverpool Leeds. I won't be doing a stream for that, but I know a few other people will be doing streams for that. I'm pretty sure Fogden is, and he does good streams, so you can watch him if you want to watch something similar to this for the Liverpool game. But these are the Championship games. These two finished earlier. Rotherham beating Wickham 1-0, Birmingham beating Brentford 1-0 as well, and then we had Luton beating Barnsley 1-0. Good start to the season for Luton. It was obviously James Collins with the goal. Who else? Bournemouth 3-2 v Blackburn. Good win for them on their first Championship game for like 5 years. A winner from Danjuma with 6 minutes left. Very good game there. Bristol City managed to win that, 82nd minute goal there. Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 win v Cardiff. We already went through these two games. First half goals, and then again first half goals from Reading 1-0 v Derby. Norwich first game back in the Championship was a 1-0 win at Huddersfield. Eder getting the goal, and Millwall Stoke 0-0. Swansea beating Preston 1-0. Morgan Gibbs-White joined them from Wolves, and he's got a goal there. And then QPR beat Nottingham Forest 2-0, so Eze's former club. Penalty then and a last minute goal to beat Nottingham Forest, who I'm expecting to do well this season, but clearly not a good start for them. And then we're not going to look at the goal scorers for these, we're just going to go through the results. Accrington beat Peterborough 2-0, Charlton won 2-0. 1-0 between Doncaster and MK Dons. Fleetwood beat Burton 2-1. A red card there. I actually want to see the red card when that happened. That happened right at the end, so that's just stupid there from him. 2-0 win for Hull back in the Championship. Josh McGuinness getting the second. And red card here for Oxford in a 2-0 win. Again, 95th minute, so just stupid. Good first half here, but all goals in the first half. But Northampton's first game in League 1 is a 2-2 draw. Plymouth's first game in League 1's a 1-0 win against Blackpool. I said I wouldn't click on them, but I am. Portsmouth Shrewsbury was 0-0, but there was a red card. Again, right at the end. What is it with 90th minute red cards here? We have Sunderland Bristol Rovers, which currently 1-1. That's currently still going. Say that as it's just ended, and another red card in the 90th minute. What is going on here? But Chris Maguire with the equaliser for them. That's refresh, not me. I'll sort that out in a second. We'll look at League 2 results once that's refreshed. And then Swindon first game in League 1 as well with a 3-1 win. Then looking at League 2 results, Barrow in their first game in the EFL for ages, I think, was a 1-1 draw with Stevenage. Forest Green beating Bolton 1-0, that's a shock result. Bradford Colchester 0-0. Cambridge 3-0 v Carlisle. Morecambe beating Cheltenham 2-1. Cheltenham expect to do well this year, so that's another shock. Mansfield Tranmere 0-0. Leyton Orient 1-0 against Oldham. Port Vale 2-0 against Crawley. Salford Exeter 2-0. Scunthorpe Newport 1-0. Harrogate 4-0 in their first EFL game. Fair play to them. Against Southend. 2 goals to Muldoon. And final game as well, 1-0 Walsall v Grimsby Town. So we'll have a look at the Liverpool Leeds lineups as well. because that game's in like half an hour. I won't be doing a stream for that because I'm busy from 6 till like 7:30, which is literally from the 30th minute until the end of the game. So we'll look at the lineups now. We'll do it this way because we can see all the lineups. So here we go. Alisson in goal with Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Keita, Henderson, Wijnaldum, and then Salah, Mane and Firmino. And then that's expected on the bench. Adrian, Matip, Fabinho, Curtis Jones, Minamino, Milner and Origi. And then for Leeds we have Meslier in goal, Koch, Struijk, not sure who that is to be honest. We have Luke Ayling, who's on my fancy team bench. We have Dallas left back, Phillips, Costa, Pablo Hernandez, Click, Harrison, and Bamford. So Rodrigo benched, Alioski, Roberts, Casey, Shackleton, Casilla, and Poveda. So those are those teams. We'll see how they do. A few players in my fantasy team got Trent, Robertson and Salah for Liverpool and Ayling on my bench and my fantasy team for Leeds. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to look at my fantasy league points, see how much Mitchell got. He was on my bench, so it wouldn't matter, but let's have a look. 20 points so far. That's not great. Ings managed to get 2 points, Walker-Peters 1 and McCarthy 2 in goal. Mitchell got 6, so yeah, I probably should have put him in, but I didn't in the end. So that's annoying, but still got Salah to hopefully get some points for me today, and Trent and Robertson to get an assist for Salah goal would be good. And then Werner and St. Maximin and my other 2 players that need to play. So not a great week for me on Fantasy Premier League, but I'll hopefully improve next week on that. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now because I need to go because I'm busy. But yeah, thanks for watching today. Oh no, not today. I've actually got a stream later. So 8 o'clock is West Ham Newcastle. I'm going to be doing a watch long for that as well. So if you want to see that, then 8 o'clock kickoff West Ham Newcastle. I'll be watching that. So if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel.